Hey everyone, Nomadic Gaijin here. Today we're checking out Tottori Sand Dunes. It's a desert on the ocean. And here we are, 14 years after I've heard of this place, finally making it here. Let's go check it out.
Part 1 of this journey led me to a beautiful site in Kyoto called Amano Hashidate. This time, our journey takes us to Tottori Prefecture. The drive there kind of reminded me of being in San Diego, driving around the coastal highways in California. The first place that I stopped was a ryokan, or a Japanese inn. This place had a beautiful garden all around the middle, and every room had a view of it. And then it had a hot spring dug up from deep underground. I always seemed to get the bath to myself, so it was like a private hot spring. The area around Tottori Station was a little bit quiet. They had 2 main roads with bars, izakayas, and restaurants. That was pretty much the nightlife of Tottori. I walked around until I found what looked like a really interesting Okinawan-style izakaya. The food here was amazing, the drinks were interesting, the owner was super nice and friendly, let me film here, let me live stream here. They had a unique highball here using habushu, which is a sake made from pit viper in Okinawa. Usually with snake venom, it numbs my mouth a bit. The complete design of this restaurant made me feel like I was back in Okinawa. It was so comfortable, and they even did a few performances for our live stream. These people were great. It was an incredible night. I got to have exotic Okinawan food, snake venom drinks, and then I also got the hot spring all to myself, and I'm ready for the sand dunes of Tottori. It was a beautiful drive up actually, and it was a perfect day to see this place. One of Japan's 47 prefectures, Tottori is kinda out of the way, so it's often skipped by tourists, but it's a beautiful place.
When I first came to Japan, I was working with a textbook and it had a bunch of tourist sites in Japan, like the snow festival in Hokkaido. And one was the sand dunes of Tottori, and I was just blown away. I was like, you gotta check this out. This is so cool. After 14 years, I finally made it to the sand dunes of Tottori. Let's go check it out. This place is massive. I've been walking for what I feel is about 20 minutes, if not more. And I'm still just closing in on what I thought was the top dune. So far I have a total cliche of, like I see a dune, right? I'm like, okay, over that dune, I'm gonna get the view, I'm gonna see everybody. And it's just like, you get over that dune and there's another dune. And it seems endless. I just can't imagine being, like in a real desert. But look at this place. It's gorgeous. I can be as loud as I want. Woo! Sort of found the touristy spot. I looked down here from the drone and yeah, there's water. There's an oasis down here, guys. I don't know where the water's coming from, but it seems like everyone's kind of gathering around there. This would be the spot where you think you're imagining it, but you think it's a mirage, right? But it's real.
Now I parked all the way over here and wandered around for a long time, but the best place you can go is the main parking area, which is over here. Good views when you walk up and closest access to most attractions. The only problem here is they got this photo board. Look at this. If I was a kid and I saw this, I would be deathly scared of this place. I'd be like, Mom, take me home. I do not want to go here.
Caution, Totori Sand Dunes.
There are a ton of activities to do here, but most people will head straight for Umanose, or Horse's Back. From here you get panoramic views of the ocean and the sand dunes. It's gorgeous. Maybe because of the time of year, or possibly because of the pandemic, there weren't many activities going on this day, but they did have the camel rides. And I was surprised how friendly all the people riding the camels were with me.
Hey, what's up? Say hi to YouTube. Yeah.
This guy was really loving the camera. I decided to go for a camel ride myself. Now at the time I was streaming on Twitch, so it was a little bit challenging. But I got to ride Lisa the camel. They always take a photo of you. And it's about a 3 to 5 minute ride. It's just enough to kind of get the experience of riding on a camel and feel like you're in a completely different country. I gotta say, it was honestly a lot of fun, even though it was short. The sign over there says Rakuda, which is camel in Japanese. I don't know why they need a sign to tell you that, but whatever. I know it was a short time, but I feel like Lisa and I really bonded. It's kind of sad to see her go.
Bye bye, nomadic Gaijin.
Next stop after this I wanted to make was going down to the ocean. I've been seeing it from the dunes, but I hadn't actually been to the beach. I was wondering why, at the time, nobody was there. No one was swimming. It was a beautiful day. Then I found out that the whole park is protected. No swimming at the beach, no barbecues. They want to keep the entire place really clean. This is me trying to climb up the sand dune. It was very difficult, and then I realized after there was an area down the beach that had an easy access point. Once you're finished up at the sand dunes, you can head back to the parking lot and down the road to a sand museum. Just like my Noto Peninsula video, the sand sculptures are made with only sand and water, which is very impressive. This used to be an outdoor exhibit, but a few years back they made an indoor location. And each time is a different theme. This one was Czechia and Slovakia. Next time is going to be Egypt. I was thoroughly impressed with the detail they can do. And I'm sure that being indoors makes it a bit easier. I can't imagine having this as an outdoor exhibit with wind and rain. So for each country's exhibit, they try to depict classic literature, artwork, history, stories. Each one of these structures has a plaque describing what's going on in the scene. Now, I was on a tight schedule, so I couldn't really read them, but I got this paper right here so I can go back and look. It's really nice because you can learn a lot about the history of a country you never visited before. The whole time in the museum, they've got a waterfall running in the back, and they've even got water running around this sculpture. Other than that, it's pretty quiet, so it feels very relaxing to walk through this museum. I mean, minus the skulls and weird cockroach people. One thing I could definitely recommend is heading back to the sand dunes at sunset. The camels are going home, the sand's a different color, and it's just a beautiful sight. Take the time to sit there and enjoy the sunset. Thank you for joining my journey to Tottori. Make sure to add it to your list of places to visit. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe to support the channel. Looking forward to seeing you next time.